Okay, hello guys. Welcome to day 3 of 100 days of UX. And yeah, we are still committed. We will be having more videos in the week. And if you don't know what this series is about, so we are currently reading a book called UX for AI. We have finished almost two chapters. This today day will be like all about the third chapter, which is storyboarding for AI projects. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's start. Uh, so yeah, so in this particular chapter, author is trying to say that okay, you can create storyboards and it's a fun exercise. You should do it to get more clarity. And the first thing he wants to tell us, like words and pictures, when you combine it together, it has a greater impact and a greater meaning as well. So if you see the first one where you are seeing this two face and the word written with that is duality. So what do you mean by duality and saying this? So it's a deeper meaning, right? If you think carefully, duality, okay, there could be like two sides of nature, you will think in that way. And here if you see reality, so it shows a harsh truth. So like if you see both the things, it conveys different meanings. So if you use it with words at some places, so it has a different connotations attached to it. So that's a very important insight, that whenever you are using words, if you can get some pictures in addition to words, it will create greater impact. And see, um storyboarding over here, what author is trying to say, that you can start storyboarding and you don't have to create a large storyboards. You can use your sticky notes. You can actually sketch that. You have to start with some sort of establishment shot, and then you show the story in subsequent frames. It should not be more than 5 or 6. Even 4 is fine if you can convey your story within that. But yeah, that should be the standard practice whenever we are creating any storyboards, especially for AI projects. uh, Over here, this story, I'll tell you like what is this about. So this one particularly is about this is a cafe name is coffee nerd. And this guy is sad, sitting on a table. uh, uh, so he is not kind of depressed, but he has some anxiety maybe, like. And when he's seeing this AI app, in that app, he basically answers some of the questions and get, I mean, he's instantly happy after that. So this is one of the story uh, to start with. In the second scenario, okay, uh, where this guy, so the same scenario, the guy is it's not sad, but he's kind of awkward sitting there. And if you see the third one, he's again like using the same app. After that, he, I think, is able to talk with a girl easily, and he is sitting on a same table with that girl. And later on the story progresses and he is happy with that girl, and maybe they found their love. uh, See, this there is some contrast between these two stories. So the first one looks kind of comical, not realistic. It doesn't have that depth there. And this seems like more of you see in the real world, that one person is feeling a little bit anxious, and he gets some sort of motivation or something, and then he is able to pull off some of his tricks. So yeah, that's the scenario. This is much more realistic than the former one. So yeah, you have to make sure your story is a bit realistic, not you are exceeding the expectation of the viewers. uh, The second thing, yeah, how to create a storyboard. So we will go into the details of like creating storyboards. uh, so first of all, you need to create the establishing shot where you will tell the viewers of your storyboard that okay, this is the place where this story is being being placed. Okay, so here if you see, there are four examples given. One is this office, one is this road, and there are some buildings behind it. It looks like a city shot. And the third one is a big bank. Then fourth one is a nature and river and everything. So it's important where this story is being placed. So you have to create your storyboards, and the first screen, your first sketch should be the establishing shot. Then the second one thing. So to to sketch anything, you just need to understand like circles and squares. If you can draw that very well, then you are able to pull off all the man-made objects in the world. So it's easier. You just have to abstract the shapes and form form a sketch after that. And people, for people there are like three ways you can sketch. One is like this one is a trapezoid, and there are hands and legs and mouth. It's just a simple stick figure. And if you see the third, it is a starfish uh, kind of a people. So it's very popular because in a one stroke, in a single stroke, you can create a person's silhouette, and later on you create the head. So that is one of the tricks. Then the faces. So you will create some faces um, where your expressions are important. And in faces, the most important part of your expression is your eyebrows. So if you can pull off your eyebrows really well like this, um, if you see the eyebrows of these people, that is actually dictating the you know uh, emotion of that particular person or particular figure drawing. So that is one of the important aspect in faces. And there is also one book recommendation over here, like See What I Mean, by Kevin Chang. You should check it out. I have seen this book. I saw it's similar to a book I have right now. uh, it's called Understanding Comics by Scott McCloud. So it's similar to that, but yeah, it's much more. The tone of this particular book is a bit different than that. It's not about like particular comic, but in the product environment, how can you create comical sketches. Then okay, yeah, then you need some of the transitions in your sketch. So if you see, if you draw the first sketch of the office situation, then the transition from there to the person. So the camera has moved to this person now. The person you are seeing in the first sketch, you can see that from the window, and now the camera has moved and gone near to that person. So this is called transition, action to action. So there is an action from camera person there. Then there is a subject to subject. So when a camera person is taking a shot, okay, so first is a male shot, and then second is the female who is sitting on another table. So there are, so this shot actually tells you that camera has moved from this person to that person. So subject has been moved there. Then this is a scene to scene transition. If you see, the two person were sitting in the cafe having they were enjoying the coffee, and then later on they went out with a balloon. And yeah, so this tells you a story what happened in between. Okay, so yeah, this is called scene to scene. So scene is changed. So one is inside the cafe and the second is outdoor somewhere. Then this is scene to AI. now the AI kicks in, where you want to show the interaction with the AI, with a like by a person. So if you see, he's checking his mobile and there is a coffee mug in the second hand, and you can see the close up shot of that particular tech device. So yeah, that's one of the transition we can learn. Actually, we can, by seeing this, you can use it in that way. And the conclusion of this particular storyboard, so the last screen of your whole story should be realistic, which we discussed earlier. So in the first scenario, if you see the last thing, like the person is really happy after, like it's not, the real expectation. In reality, that person will move on. Maybe, he is happier, but not like he's in bliss. So in the second scenario, if you see, yeah, that's a more of a realistic, like they are going out having a date and having a good time. So that is more of like possible scenario. So we have to make sure that conclusion makes sense. It's not like comical in that way. Okay, so why we are creating this storyboard? So it actually increases focus on what and why of the story. What and why of the story, like who are the actors and why are they doing these activities, and how, what is the role of AI there, why we have used AI there, like why not any other tech or any other intervention, physical or tangible or intangible intervention there. So these are the things, when once you sketch and see the scenario, you break down the scenes, so you will understand that, okay, in real life, how this AI will make any change. um, okay, and then the final thing, like one of the few times in your adult life you get paid by pretending you are an 8-year-old all over again. So when like this mad sketches, like this very rough sketches are, you know you can sketch it, you can pretend you are 8 years old, and you are still getting paid for that in UX profession. So, and this is just one of the things that makes UX design such a cool profession, right? So yeah, we should cherish this luxuries in our life, that okay, you are able to draw some things, you are able to create some crappy sketches that uh, eventually, uh, maybe eventually that will drive a product direction in a different way. So just be thankful about it. And author, so in this book they have given some exercises after each chapter. So this is kind of a first exercise they have given there. So this exercise is about the death clock, where you have a clock in your hand, and that um, so you actually, whenever you are doing any decision, you are taking any decisions in your life, it will tell you if that decision will increase the lifespan of yours, or it will decrease the lifespan. So if you see in this particular example, author has shown that this is one of the cafeteria, and these people are taking food from the buffet maybe. And if you see on the dish, wonder what I should pick. And in the second scene, you can see the watch, or that device is showing that, okay, if you eat pizza, you will have -2 hours, but if you eat fish, you will have plus 2 minutes. And that person actually ended up choosing fish, and he is happy that, okay, plus 2 minutes to life clock. So yeah, this is one scenario. I'll also draw one scenario and show it to you tomorrow, and maybe yeah, you can also draw it whenever you are seeing this video. uh, this will be a good exercise for you. And yeah, I think yeah, we are done over here today. uh, I will, so the next chapters I have seen, which are like very interesting actually. I wanted to read it today, but I don't have much time, so yeah, we'll push it tomorrow. And yeah, see you everyone. Have fun. Signing off. Bye.